Hello and welcome back to Lithium Puzzle. Today we are going to look at gold. I shared an analysis by purpose on my TradingView profile today. I just wanted to see a different type of reactions from traders on our TradingView community, and it's very surprising that you can find many interesting comments, and here we have one of the comments that I actually wanted to see. One of the guys wrote that you having doubts about the figures you mentioned 1739 as support, then what is the meaning of presenting your chart? So this is a simple question that it makes sense, but what we need to know about it is that there are several steps when we go through an analysis process and before we initiate the trade. So it is not the problem with the analysis that we are going to look at right now. The problem is overall that many traders don't have the patience to trade for the trade to meet specific criteria before we initiate any specific trading here. So I will go through the trading process, and after that we are going to look at the why I am expecting this movement, and the other thing is that was I sure about this pattern here, so why the price should react close to this zone. So there are several reasons we need to go through that. So I'm going to break it on the higher time frame right now. As you can see, this is very visible that I wrote that it is not a buy setup yet. I'm still watching. So let's go on the weekly time frame for gold. And what do we have on the bigger part of the structure is a big support area. So this is what I was looking at also before, that I have shared on my profile. All the time that price came down close to this zone, we saw another bounce here. Also the previous time price moved up, it made the correction, and after that we saw the bounce. Price made the deep move down, another movement, correction, and the next one is the move down. So every time that price tested the support area, we saw the next bullish movement every time. So this is very simple up to this moment, so I'm going to try to keep it simple. And we are going to look at why I was looking in that way. So in the first part we saw the first movement, price is coming down, and considering that also from the fundamental perspective that US is suffering high inflation, probably gold should increase value again. Also the area that we are looking at is very strong, so the next movement should be bullish. So there are three steps when we initiate the trade. The first one that we need to look at all the time is trade identification. The second one is trade management, and the third one is trade management, trade execution and trade management. So these are three steps that we need to know all the time we trade. So let's break it down. I'm placing them here. We are going to trade identification step. The first step is related with the part that we trade through a specific trading system. It means that during a specific moment in time, we see the price to develop and to create patterns that we have seen several times in the past. As we can see on this part here, I have labeled a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 movement. Look at the movement. 1, we have the third, and the development of the wedge pattern, and after that the price came down. You can find this very easily. I'm going to Google it for every one of you. I'm placing just Elliott wave wedge, and you will see that here how it looks like. Just let me find a good one. It is not the right one that we want to see here. Just one moment. This is something very similar to the one that we are right now. On the fifth wave, we see a wedge pattern that price completes. Don't try to make it like this all the time, or probably like the other one that we found before. So this is another pattern where you can see 1, 2, 3, 4 and the fifth wave as a wedge. In our example, it is a bit more simple, 1, 2, 3, 4 and the fifth wave that is developing. The confirmation after the bearish movement with the wedge pattern is confirming the end of our fifth wave, and usually according to the theory that we already know, according to Elliott wave theory, all the time that we see a 5-wave movement that is moving up, we see a 3-wave correction. Also, this movement can be also sometimes, because it doesn't have to be perfect, we can see it also just something that it cannot be count, but it can also make any type of ABC movement for all of this, and it can bounce up after that. And we can see that we have the first wave that completes at this point, the second wave and the third wave up. So for the moment we don't have anything at all. We are just looking at for potential reversal, and what I was looking at according to the theory of Elliott wave and to my trading style, I was looking at this support area. This is the support area that we are looking at. The support area that I was looking at for the price to show reaction. However, the price can show a reaction again. It is not finished yet. It has the chances also to come close to the bottom, and after that it can reverse. Exists also another part for that movement. However, this was the first area that was spotted in advance. And this is the first part, trade identification. After doing this, we are waiting for trade execution. So this part is related how we initiate the trade in the specific example. So will we initiate the trade or we are not going to initiate the trade? According to my expectations, I'm expecting for the price to do something similar. So I want the price to make the first movement. I want to see a bullish flag after that, and probably the price can continue moving higher from this point. So this is the trading scenario that I'm looking at, and my trade execution will be only if price will create this pattern or something else that will meet my criteria for the bullish movement. For the moment, we are on the identification process. We are looking at the zone. We think that probably the price may not continue to move down. We want to complete this pattern, and the execution for this trade, that is the second step, will be only if price will create this pattern and we are joined after that the long trade. The second trade that is related only with this pattern is the trade management, the third part. The trade management is used in order to maximize the profits and to minimize the losses. So here we are on the third part. Let's say that we have a well-defined trading system. Once the price is going to reach, let's say, the second target, I'm going to make it green. I'm going to move my stop loss at break even. If my first stop loss was at this point, I'm going to move it in my entry price after that, and I want to let my trade to be free. Or let's say if price is going to reach the third one, I'm going to move my stop loss at break even, because after that I'm targeting for a higher target that probably it can reach the top of the pattern. The reason after this is simple. We get back on the first topic, trade identification, where we had our trading plan, and according to our trading plan, this was the first, the second, and we can be on the third movement. So even if the price is not going to move according to my expectations that I'm actually expecting, it will not be nothing bad at all, because price can just keep moving down and we are just not going to be in this bearish movement. So we are not going to lose anything at all. So this is how we need to prepare the trading scenarios in advance: trade identification, trade execution, and trade management. That's all about trading and about the trading system that we already used. What I placed on gold, is based on the Elliott wave theory, and this is my expectation for this movement. So the execution will come after the price will create any bullish pattern. It can be a triangle or probably a rectangle after that, and this is going to be the next movement. So hope you guys enjoyed this detailed information. It's not the problem all the time with what we expect, if market went according to our expectations or not. It is important that we need to plan our trade in advance. We need to be ready if price is going to create what we already were anticipating in advance for our trade. That's all. It's very simple. Just do your work before it becomes true after that, because you will have emotion when the price will create the proper movement. Hope you guys enjoyed this analysis. Please don't forget to subscribe and press the like button for more future content. Bye bye.